Hello, my name is Deborah Harlow, and I'm part of the Wells International Foundation team. And I am excited to be chatting here today with Shelley Bradford-Bell, who is one of our L Cubed Alliance Charter Ambassadors. And today's conversation is get to know Shelley a little bit better and her experience that she brings to the community as part of a Charter Ambassador for L Cubed Alliance. So thank you for your time today, Shelley.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So first things first, it would be great to know a little bit about your background and your experience and how that aligns with what the vision and mission is of the L Cubed Alliance.
Well, I have spent my life learning and growing in every job that I had. I believe in on-the-job training. So from my first job out, I took the job because they were going to teach me something. Then I took that to the next job and the next job and the next job until I reached a place where I felt that I had the ability to lead. And with the Bayview Opera House, when I became the executive director there, not only was I able to lead, but I was able to really present a vision to young people in the community. I grew up with my mother saying that, African Americans need to spend time going to African American cultural events, dance and music and museums and art. And we saw so little of that in Chicago, but she always made sure we went. So when I got a chance to work at the Bayview Opera House, that was the dream I wanted to leave. I called the Opera House the Dream Factory. Whatever you believe you can manufacture here. And kids were able to learn art and music and drama and dance. And for the first time in the almost 30-year history of the organization at that time, was the first time they ever had consistent programs. And during the 10 years I was there, was the only time they had consistency in all the programs every year. Nothing went away. I made sure everything was funded for our kids. So I did not see my role as, I'm the executive director. I saw my role as, I'm here to serve children. And I think that our greatest gift to ourselves is to understanding we're here to serve. And whatever seat we sit in, whether it is the secretary's chair or the CEO's chair, if you look at it from a perspective of service to others, you'll remain humble and possibly very happy.
Oh my goodness, that's a powerful soundbite right there. And that's a meme and a message to be able to move forward as a mantra in life, right? And my father often said something similar. He said, whether you're scrubbing toilets or you're the CEO, you're a leader. It's how you choose to embody how you're showing up in your community and how you do the job that you've chosen to do. So I love it. Well, I know that you are a strong steward of what we stand for at the Wells International Foundation, as well as the L Cubed Alliance. So quick question for you, because I know this is going to be interesting for each of our charter ambassadors. What does it mean to you to be a charter ambassador?
To be a first. I love being a first.
That's the maverick in you.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly enough, that was the way I was raised. I mean, when the McCormick Place opened in Chicago, opened their new facility, my father had us standing in line, so we'd be among the first people to go. We were actually a charter family. We signed the book, I think, third. Of course, that McCormick Place burned down a week later because it was a show. But that was the way I was always raised. And when you're part of a charter movement, then to me, that's the group that brings the passion. That's the group that brings the vision. You didn't come in to join because you heard it was a great organization and they've been doing wonderful things forever. You're part of it because, wow, we found a need. And we are filling that need, right? And we're here for other people because we know what they need. And so being a part of a charter organization, the charter group for an organization is actually very exciting to me. It's not the first time that someone has told me that they were starting an organization and would I be part of the charter membership, because when I believe in what it is they're trying to present, like we're doing with the L Cubed Alliance, what we're trying to do with this and bringing women together and to be able then to pass it on and mentor young women coming up after us, that's a powerful thing.
Indeed, I love it. So you're fully embodying that spark of creation energy that you're coming in as being a charter ambassador. I love that. And that's a very powerful place of possibility. I
Absolutely.
love that. I love it. So moving forward into the next question, what are you most excited about for the women who will be coming in as our L Cubed Alliance members?
Well, that's a goodie.
There's a lot of things to be excited about. So if you can
A
think of
lot of
like,
things to be
yeah,
excited about, but also we have like, because they'll be coming in at different levels, it's kind of hard to say what you're excited about. I'm excited for a CEO level woman who feels like this is, her could be her clubhouse, could be a place where she can go and meet like-minded individuals that she's been stressing over this particular situation all week. But she can go to this network of women who operate on the same plane and get some insight and get some ideas, and also know she's not alone in what she's doing. We tend to be in groups where we run the gamut, and we don't, in terms of our professionalism and where we are. So when you reach out with a problem, not everybody's going to understand it.
right.
When you need a solution to something, not everybody's going to know how to reach it for you. And so for them to be able to be in that realm of women who can support them, I think that's one thing I'm excited about. And then there's the achievers. Some women, they're still on their path of growth, and they can see halfway down the hallway, but the rest is in darkness, and they want to know, well, they need women in the L Cube Alliance turn the lights on for them and kind of light the path and help them find their direction. I just walk this way. We're here to help you. And then there's those that have no idea what they want, but there's a fire burning in them, and they want so much to achieve something, and they just don't know how to put that package together so that they can go out and do it. I want that to be a place, L Cube, to be a place where they can come and talk to people and use it as like a think tank for helping them to develop, and an incubator to help them develop the kind of future they want to create for themselves.
That's beautiful. The L Cubed Alliance definitely embodies having that safe container to be met where you're at and provided with individuals as well as information and infrastructure to just kind of like have that kindred energy to feel safe to move forward. And that is
Yes.
so special and so necessary. We're not meant to do these journeys
Otherwise we don't
alone.
open our mouth. We become afraid to ask the question because we're
Right.
not in what we would consider a safe environment.
Right.
And
Safety
so
is critical.
yes. And so I think that's a big part of it that's going to make it even more successful than we envision.
Yes, more than we can possibly dream.
Yes. Future so bright it burns the eyes.
I'll get my shades, as they say. I love it. Well, last but not least, the question is last here for you. What do you hope to gain or receive from the experience?
Well, I do what I love, and whatever I need follows. So it's not always about money. It's about joy. And if I'm part of this, and the only thing I ever get out of it was I get to see a young woman achieve her dreams because of help I was able to give, that's all I need. So for me, it's being a part of something that brings joy and brings, positive energy and brings light to life. And other than that, I don't have any reason to exist. I mean, that's what my life is for me. A lot of people thought, oh, Shelley, you could be making a lot more money than you've ever made. It's never been about money. It's been about service for me. So being able to be of service to the women that are in L Cube and to receive good energy from them as well. What else you want in life? That's it.
I love it. Richness beyond coin.
Well beyond coin.
Well beyond coin. The type of richness that can last a lifetime and beyond, the legacy type of richness.
The kind of thing that, when you're 90 and you're sitting there in the rocking chair and you look out the window and you think about a moment, you smile.
Mm.
We don't smile about the money we made 20 years ago. We smile about the experiences we had 20 years ago. I took those kids to Paris and Africa, the first trip in 2004. It's been almost 20 years. And I was telling somebody the story about it, them in Africa and being excited about what the exchange rate of money was. I mean, here 9 and 11-year-olds talking about the exchange rate of the dollar. And I started to cry. And he says, "Why are you crying?" I said, "Every time I think about those kids' lives being expanded with that experience, it makes me cry." And that was the hardest money I ever raised. But I did it twice
That
because
is beautiful.
I love the kids and I love the experience they have,
I love it. Well, I know that the L Cubed Alliance members and community are going to adore you as much as I do. And you bring so much to the table that adds richness and joy and legacy to the experience. And I can't wait for them to meet you. And so thank you for being you and all that you do. And thank you for saying yes to being part of the L Cubed Alliance Charter Ambassador team.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what I can learn too from everyone.